My father told me on his deathbed that he'd been calling in favors for 30 years. Every promotion, every award, every break I thought I'd earned. He said he was proud of what I'd built. I spent the drive home trying to figure out what I'd actually built. My father is 72 and dying of ALS. Slow, and then very fast at the end. I drove to the hospital every Tuesday for 2 months. He talked more than he had in years, in a way that felt like finishing something. In January, he said he needed to tell me something about how things had gone. I thought he meant the family, the money. I sat beside his bed with a coffee I didn't drink and told him I was listening. I'm 46 and work in commercial real estate development. 18 years at the same firm, 2 promotions, a regional industry award in 2019. I built what looked like a steady career and was proud of it without being loud about it. My father worked the same industry for 40 years. I told people we'd just run along similar tracks. He knew everyone I thought I'd impressed. I hadn't understood what that meant until he started talking. He started with 2004. I was 27. Applied for a project manager role across town. Got rejected with no feedback. 3 weeks later, a better offer came from my current company. I told myself I'd somehow landed better by being passed over first. My father said he'd called the hiring director before my interview was even scheduled. He'd asked a favor. The better job was the result of that call, and he'd never said a word. The 2019 award was voted on by a regional board of 12. My father knew 4 of them. He'd served on that board 6 years before my nomination. He called each one personally. Said he hadn't told them I was unqualified. He'd made a case for what I'd built and asked them to look closely. I asked who'd asked him to do that. He said no one. He said he'd just seen too many good people overlooked to leave it to chance. My wife Sandra knew about 2004. That came out the next morning. She said he'd told her quietly one night after dinner in 2012 and asked her to let it be. She'd kept it 8 years. I asked why she hadn't said anything. She said he asked her not to. I said he's dying and you still protected him. She said, I was protecting you. She said it directly, not cruelly. That made it worse. I drove back to the hospital without eating anything first. The award is on my office wall. It has my name engraved below the year. My daughter once asked what it was for, and I said it meant people in your field thought you'd done good work. She nodded like that made complete sense. The morning after the hospital, I walked past it and stopped. I took it off the wall and put it face down on my desk. Then I sat in my office chair and looked at the empty nail for a long time without touching anything else. I called his old colleague, Ray, worked beside my father 30 years. When I asked about the calls, Ray went quiet, then said your father loved you in a way that was hard to leave alone. I asked what that meant. He said your father didn't trust outcomes. He'd watched good people get passed over and decided he wasn't going to let it happen to you. I asked if my father had ever said any of that out loud. Ray said no. I thanked him and hung up. I went back to the hospital on a Thursday. He was awake but weak. I asked directly, did he think I couldn't have done it alone? He looked at the ceiling a long time, then said he didn't know. Said he'd never been willing to find out. I sat beside him 2 more hours without saying much. Before I left, he asked if I was angry. I said I needed time to figure out what I actually felt. He said okay. He died the following Tuesday. The award is back on the wall.